Hello students, we'll start with the new chapter cell cycle and cell division. In our previous classes, we came to know the structure and function of the cell and also the structure and function of the cell organelles. So in this chapter, we will know how the cell will undergo the division and it will undergo the division and form a new daughter cells. So cell, it will undergo division to form the new daughter cells from the pre-existing cell. This was explained by Rudolf Virchow. By this, he modified the cell theory which was proposed by Schleiden and Schwann. And this we came to know in our previous chapter, Cell, the Unit of Life. So today in the chapter Cell Cycle and Cell Division, which comes under the Unit 3, Chapter 10, in this chapter we will know how the cell is going to prepare itself in order to produce the daughter cells. From this chapter, you will be getting for 4 marks, total marks, 4 marks, 1 marks 1 question and 3 marks 1 question you will be getting in your examination. And the contents from this we will be studying in this chapter is that cell cycle, how the cell is going to prepare to divide into the daughter cells is called cell cycle. And we will be studying the cell cycle and the 2 types of division, mitosis and meiosis, and also the significance of the mitosis and meiosis. So first we know the cell division. It is the formation of new daughter cells from the pre-existing cell is called as an cell division. So let me repeat, formation of new cells from the pre-existing cell is called as a cell division. So, how the new daughter cells will be formed when the cell is fully grown up. Now the cell is fully grown up and that cell, it will prepare itself in order to distribute its components equally to the daughter cell. So, cell prepare itself in order to distribute its component to the 2 daughter cells. So that series of events in which it is going to prepare and distributes its component to the daughter cell, that is called as an cell cycle. So here you can see the one cell is fully grown up and it has to prepare itself. It will undergo some series of events and then that fully grown up cell, it is going to divide and form the daughter cells. From the daughter cells. And this daughter cell, again, it is going to, when it is fully grown up, it will prepare itself. And again, that daughter cell, it will undergo division to form a new daughter cells. So, this is called as a cell cycle. Cell cycle has 2 phases, that is interphase, also called as an I phase, also called as non-dividing phase. Non-dividing phase. So interphase, in this stage generally the cell appears to be like resting state, but actually it will synthesize the components which is necessary for the daughter cells, and abbreviated as high phase. And here the cell is not going to divide and hence it is called as a non-dividing phase. In the cell cycle, the major portion will be the interphase, means the preparation stage will be more. And another phase in the cell cycle, that is the M phase, also called as a mitotic phase. Actually the cell is going to divide and hence it is called as a dividing phase. Cell is going to divide and this dividing phase will be actually a smaller portion in the cell cycle. Means the preparation stage, interphase is the major portion in the cell cycle and the dividing stage, that is an M phase, is the small portion in the cell cycle. In the interphase, it is going to synthesize the components, and again it is divided into 3 phases, that is called G1 phase, and S phase and G2 phase. G1 phase is nothing but also that is an gap 1 phase. G2 phase, that is gap 2 phase. S phase actually is the synthesis phase. Synthesis, the DNA is going to get synthesized, and hence it is called as a synthesis phase. And G1, G2 phase both is considered as a growth phase, because actually the growth will occur. The cell actually it will be grown up, even though the growth will continue in these 2 phases. So first let us know one by one in detail. In G1 phase, that is gap 1 phase, the growth will continue, cells will be metabolically active, and the cell organelles, that is like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, etc., it is going to get duplicated. Means the number it will get increased, because when the cell divides into 2 daughter cells, the components has to be equally distributed. For that purpose, here the sum of the cell organelles, it is going to get duplicated. Along with that, the RNA and proteins and some of the enzymes will be synthesized in this G1 phase, because after the G1 phase, the next phase is the S phase. In this phase, the DNA is going to get synthesized. What the DNA copy will be present? The exact copy of the DNA will be formed, which is called as an DNA duplication. One copy of the DNA will be present. The exact copy of the DNA will be synthesized, which is called DNA replication. For that, some of the proteins, enzymes, RNA all are necessary, and all the components will get prepared in the G1 phase. After that, the cell is going to enter into the S phase, that is the synthesis phase, or the DNA synthesis phase. Actually, the DNA is going to replicate. The DNA, in this stage, the DNA, one copy of the DNA, exact copy of the DNA will be formed, and in this DNA will be formed, but not the chromosome will not get duplicated. Example, here if the chromosome number here, if it is diploid 2n, and in the after the S phase also the chromosome number will be 2n only. Means it will not become 4n. Why? Because centromere, one chromatids will be present. This is one chromosomes. Only the chromatids will be synthesized. The chromatids will be synthesized. As a result, the chromosomes, for example, in human beings, if it is 46 chromosomes, even after S phase, the chromosomes will be of 46 only. Only the chromosomes will be of 46, but the chromatids, initially it will be 46 chromatids, but after the completion of the S phase, the chromatids, it will become of the 92 chromatids. And in this way, the DNA is going to get doubled. The chromosome number remains the same. Here if it is 2n chromosome, here also the chromosome number will be the same. 46 chromosomes in case of human beings. Only the chromatids will be increased because of the DNA duplication. And S phase is one of the very important phase, because here the DNA duplication or replication it will occur. After the S phase, the cell will enter into the G2 phase, where the growth is going to continue and cell will be metabolically active, and it will form the another some of the component cell organelles will be duplicated, and RNA and protein synthesis will continue, and the cell organelles is going to get duplicated. In case of animal cell, the centrioles will be duplicated in the S phase. Centrioles, we know that it is found only in the animal cell, and that centrioles will be duplicated in the S phase. So in this way, the G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, that are the phases of the interphase. Though the interphase is called as an resting phase or non-dividing phase, but all the necessary components which is necessary for the daughter cells will be synthesized in the interphase. And after the interphase, now the cell is ready for division. Then it is going to enter into the M phase, which is called as an mitotic phase, also called as an dividing phase. In this M phase, the cell is going to divide in two stages. That is, the nucleus division will occur first, called karyokinesis. Then the cytoplasm division will occur, called cytokinesis. In the karyokinesis, the cell will divide by four stages, which is called as an prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. All about that we'll discuss in our further classes when we take up the mitosis itself in detail. In general, to say that cell will divide by the prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and changes will occur in all these stages. We'll discuss this in later. In this way, the parental cell will divide into the daughter cells. Now this daughter cell, it will grow up and it will enter into the interphase, prepare itself, and then it is going to enter into the division phase, mitotic phase, and divide into the two cells. The events, it will be in the form of cyclic manner. It will be repeated, and hence this is called as a cell cycle. In this way, the G1 phase occurs after the mitosis, and hence G1 phase is also called as an post-mitotic phase. After the G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, and G2 phase occurs before the mitosis, and hence it is called as an pre-mitotic phase. G1 post-mitotic phase, G2 pre-mitotic phase, because occurs before the mitosis. In this way, in all the cell division is going to occur. The duration will vary. For example, in human beings, the duration of the cell cycle, it will be of 24 hours. In human beings, the cell cycle occurs in 24 hours. In that 24 hours, the G1 phase, it takes about 11 hours, about approximately 11 hours, and S phase occurs in 8 hours, and G2 phase occurs in 4 hours. In this way, G1 11, S phase 8 hours, and G2 phase will occur in 4 hours. And coming to the M phase, mitotic phase, it is of an only short duration. It will complete its process only in 1 hour. So this is an time duration for the human being cell. So in case of the cells of the human beings. In case of yeast cell, it will be about 90 minutes. The cell cycle duration will be about of 90 minutes. In this way, the duration of the time, it will vary from organisms to organism and also from cell to cell. And this is about the cell cycle. In some of the cells, for example, some of the cells after dividing, they will not enter into the division. Daughter cells are formed, this will not enter into the division. Some of the cells, for example, in adults, stem cells, heart cells or lymphocytes, these cells, instead of entering into the division, they mature and they will not divide, they will not continue its division. it will exit from the G1 phase. It is going to come out from the G1 phase, and it is going to come out from the G1 phase and it will become a resting stage. It will not divide, but it will be metabolically active, and that resting stage or inactive stage is called as an, that stage is called as an G0 phase. It is called as an G0 phase. The cells which will not undergo division, it will undergo inactive stage but metabolically active. They are not going to divide. Such a stage is called as an G0 stage or G0 phase. Also called as an quiescent phase. Quiescent phase. It is called as an quiescent phase. That is called G0 phase. The cell is not going to divide. So in general, the cell is going to divide by preparing itself, and then it is going to divide, which is called as a cell cycle. So fully grown up cell prepare itself by G1, yes, G2 phase, and then it will undergo division and form daughter cell, and these daughter cell again follow the same cycle, and hence this is called as a cell cycle. So next we will discuss about the mitosis, how this prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase is going to occur. Thank you.